Coming up on Beg, Borrow or Steal.
Then you can look at the menu and still be on a diet, can't you?
But why buy a book when you can join a library?
That's true.
You don't like Penny, do you?
I like Penny, I just think she's a liar and a teacher at that.
Well, I thought I'd pick his brains and...
Didn't take long, did it?
Well...
Hello and welcome to Beg, Borrow or Steal. Now, ever thought you'd never win big money on a TV quiz show because your general knowledge wasn't up to scratch? Well, think again, because on this show, it doesn't matter if you don't know the answers, because you're allowed to beg, borrow or steal them from your opponents. You could say this is more about who you know rather than what you know. Here are the 5 people who'll be playing tonight.
Hi, my name's Penny. I'm 40 years old and I'm a teacher. People always think that if you're a brummie, that you're not going to be clever. A really devious woman is a lot more dangerous than a devious man.
My name's Jonathan, I'm 33 years old and I'm a casino croupier. I do tend to win more than lose, I might just be lucky. Very absent-minded, accident-prone physically, like bad luck seems to follow me around, you know.
My name's Mark, I'm 28 years old and I'm a marketing project manager. Outgoing, adventurous, responsible sometimes.
My name's Katie, I'm 21 and I'm a student. I like going out, watching bands and going to festivals, cinema, bowling, bingo. After my degree, that's what I'll be, bingo queen.
My name's Terry McGraw, I'm 30 years old. I've come from Andover, which is in Hampshire, and I've got a snake. Cheerful, camp, I'm just dead like giddy and everybody thinks, oh, we'll never tell a lie, which is even better because I do.
So those are our contestants. Currently they're being told the rules of the game, but for you at home, here's a brief explanation. There are 3 rounds. Each round, the contestants compete for £3,000. They are set 4 questions. Whoever can give 4 correct answers wins a share of the money. Could be one person, could be all 5. The aim of the game is to be the player with the most money after 3 rounds. Good general knowledge might earn you respect, but good strategy will make you rich. Now their briefing is finished, it's time for round 1. OK, it's time to play. Now, I'm about to give you 4 questions, OK? Remember, if you want to win any money, you need to give me 4 correct answers. Here we go. Which marine creature has varieties called mako and thresher? The Kalahari Desert is a feature of which continent? Porthos, Athos and Aramis are characters in which 1844 book? And Single and These Words were hit singles for whom in 2004? Now, remember, the more people who give all 4 correct answers, the smaller your share of the money. OK? So you may want to be careful about who you trade with. Not everyone's going to be as honest as you. Now, there are 2 trading rooms where you can discuss your answers privately with whoever you want. OK? I'll talk to you in a minute. Good luck.
I definitely know 3 of them.
I'm pretty sure I'm 3.
I know all of them. I know all of them.
I don't know.
I definitely know all of
I
them.
definitely know all of them.
Top one.
I definitely know the top one, I can guarantee you the top one.
I don't mind helping you with the pod one.
OK, Penny, I'll come with you.
Yeah.
You want to take
Yeah,
on?
I'll have a go.
Marine creatures, mako and the thresher sharks.
Yeah,
What do you think it is? I'm a bit
Well, I thought it
reluctant to
was
say.
either a dolphin or something. Maybe thresher,
Yeah.
maybe, because they make...
I thought a dolphin.
There's a
I thought
dolphin
a
that makes
dolphin.
them movements on the reef when
Yeah.
they catch their prey.
That's right.
So,
Porthos, Athos and Aramis were in
Musketeers.
the 3 Musketeers, and Single in These
Natalie
Words.
Bedingfield.
Bedingfield.
Daniel Bedingfield's sister.
who do you think the pot one is?
Well, I actually know who it is.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Josh Stone.
Joss Stone, the
Yeah,
blues
the
guitar.
young girl. I think she's only 19. I really know that it's that.
What do you think of the others? Why do you think they've gone with Penny? She knows all...
I think Penny's gone just to try and put some doubt in the mind.
But if...
What do you think the others are? Do you think they're going to stick together throughout the show or what?
I think it's too early to tell at the moment.
It's too early,
Yeah.
too early.
But perhaps if we could like stick together and try and help each other and
Well,
then
yeah.
and you two own me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll owe you next time.
Because I
remember
really
that.
did know all
Right.
of them and I could have taken it up for myself.
OK, remember, they need to get all 4 correct answers to win a share of the money. Let's call them in. Like your outfit,
Thank you very much.
your vision in plum,
That's right, Sugar Plum Fairy.
and your glasses match your outfit.
Well, I do try. I like to be a trendy teacher.
What do you teach?
I teach English in a secondary school in Birmingham. It's called St Thomas Aquinas School.
And being a teacher, this whole thing's going to be a walk in the park for you, isn't it?
I might know sort of academic things, but not necessarily know much about pop music and stuff, so
OK.
Wait and see.
Let's see how you get on.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask you 4 questions.
OK.
Don't worry, because the other contestants won't be able to hear what you tell me.
Fine.
I'm not going to tell you whether you've got them right or wrong, but the viewers at home will be able to see.
Yeah.
OK, Penny, your answers, please.
Shark, Africa, The Three Musketeers, Natasha Bedingfield. I know. I know.
You little...
Yeah, it's Josh Stone. It's quite plausible in that she is very popular at the moment, isn't she?
Yeah, that's true. Do you think the other 2 believed you, though?
I think Katie will trust me.
During that round of trading, you were saying, you know, we'll all stick together, you can trust me, and then you went and lied to them. How do you feel about that?
I didn't come here to help other people win money. I came here to win myself, and if I can lull them into a false sense of security, well, it's the name of the game.
What do you make of the other contestants, Penny?
Jonathan's very dishy and seems a nice chap, but you can tell I've met lots of dishy chaps you can't trust in my life.
Do you want me to put in a good word for him?
No, because I'm married.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I have a son.
Yeah, that would be a bad
You can
idea.
but then you can look at the menu and still be on a diet, can't you?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. But why buy a book when you can join a library?
That's true.
Penny is a liar.
Really? Why did you say that?
Well, I know the single and these words are done by Natasha Bedingfield. And she was going, no, it's Joss Stone, it's Joss Stone. And I think that Jonathan knew who it was as well, but he was just trying to find out who was going to lie to him. See, I would have told him the truth, but then if I'd have said Natasha to him, then I would have ostracised Penny by, you know, giving her up as a... So...
Katie, can I take your answers, please?
Whale, Africa, The Three Musketeers, Natasha Bedingfield.
What do you make of the other contestants?
Penny.
You don't like Penny, do you?
I like Penny. I just think she's a liar and a teacher at that. What will her students think?
What kind of example is she setting?
I know, it's disgusting.
What do you do for a living, Jonathan?
I work in a casino, croupier.
Ah. So you can spot a bluffer, I'm guessing?
Well, yes, you can. I mean, it's not quite the same as working in a card room but the customers come in, they play against a house, but yeah, you can spot potential bluffers.
During trading, did you get much out of that, or do you think there was a lot of games being played in there?
I think I got the answer that I needed, yes.
OK, well, let's see how you get on. Jonathan, can I take your answers, please?
Shark, Africa, Three Musketeers, Joss Stone.
What's your strategy, Jonathan?
I tried to throw them off the scent with the first one, the shark question. Penny's a teacher, so she might not have fallen for it.
What options did you give?
I said it might be a dolphin. Dolphin or something. Maybe thresher, maybe, because they make...
I thought it was a dolphin.
There's a dolphin that makes them movements on the reef that they catch their prey.
That's right.
So,
because they thresh around on a reef.
yeah, they thresh around on a reef, and that's how they catch their prey. Friendly little things, dolphins. Did you believe me, Jamie?
No.
Okay.
What's it like out there?
It's all right. I'm a bit doubtful of Penny.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because all her clothes match?
No, because she just said that she knew all 4, and yet she was. I don't know. I wouldn't. If I knew all 4, I wouldn't say I knew all 4. So.
Maybe she was just trying to bluff you.
Exactly. So I wouldn't go in there with her because of that.
OK, well, Mark, can I take your answers, please?
Shark, Africa, The Three Musketeers, Natasha Bedingfield.
What did you tell him?
I told him Natalie Bedingfield.
Do you think he believed you?
Yes.
Terry, can I take your answers, please?
Shark, Africa, The Three Musketeers, Natalie Bedingfield.
What have you got against Penny, Terry?
Nothing, I just think that she's very, very clever.
Do you trust her?
No.
Why's that?
She's a school teacher.
Yeah, aren't you meant to trust school teachers?
I never trusted mine, no.
Right. Thanks very much, Terry.
Thank you.
Good luck. So, Penny and Mark both gave me all 4 correct answers. That means they split the £3,000 between them, which is £1,500 each. Not only do they share the cash, but they get an early share of the lead as well. Right then, everyone. In that round, 2 of you gave me 4 correct answers. So those 2 people have been given £1,500 each. OK? Time for round 2. Who Who said that everyone would be famous for 15 minutes in 1968? Which type of folded pizza has a name that means trousers? Poets' Corner is a feature of which London building? And Melanie Griffith is married to which Hollywood actor?
I definitely know the fourth. Yeah.
I think everybody knows the fourth.
I don't know the first one, but I know the other three.
Right. I definitely know Melanie, so that's brilliant.
I think we worked well last time.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we go again?
Yeah, I think I know all of them except for who was famous for 15 minutes. I've got an idea. I'd rather just stay on my own this time.
Do you reckon
I might go off.
Can I go off with those guys as well? Can we join you?
They won't come in with us. I'd like to, because
I really think we should, actually.
Penny's going to stay up there. I'd like to find out what they did with her last time round.
Yeah, let them come in.
Yeah, cool. OK, come in. OK, well...
If everyone was famous, was definitely Andy Warhol. Poets' Corner, I definitely think is the Playwrights, unless anybody knows different.
The Playwrights Theatre. The old used to be the old theatre. I think so.
Pizza?
I thought it was a pleat.
No, it begins with a C. I know it looks like a Cornish pasty. So it's a half a pizza folded.
And it's got cheese in the middle. Yeah.
You don't know either.
I'm a curry man.
Okay.
None of us are going to get that one right.
And Melanie.
Melanie Griffiths is married to Antonio Banderas. But another reason why I wanted to invite you in is because...
Only two of us got it right, so either we were very clever or she genuinely got it right.
She definitely gave us wrong answers.
Did she?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah. She definitely knew all four. I think
She definitely
really
knew all
trying to put
four.
us off.
She's trying. I mean, she's a teacher, so she's got wide general knowledge.
Now, remember, as before, they need to get all 4 correct answers to win a share of the money. Let's see how they get on. You looked ever so lonely out there on your own.
Yeah, it was a bit lonely, yeah, but I thought I'd play the game on my own now.
Why did you decide to do that?
I want them to think that I'm clever and that maybe, you know, there's something to be a bit afraid of. So I thought, be on your own, show that you're a strong woman, and then, you know, intimidate them a little bit, perhaps.
OK, well, let's see if it's worked.
Okay.
Can I take your answers, please, Penny?
Andy Warhol, calzone, St Paul's Cathedral, Antonio Banderas.
Thanks very much. Terry, can I take your answers, please?
Andy Warhol, Crepe, Playwrights, Antonio Banderas.
Were you all ganging up on Penny in there?
No, yeah. Like I said, we had to find out whether she'd told other people lies or whether she was just playing a bluff and it backfired. And I think she was playing a bluff and it backfired.
Katie, can I take your answers, please?
Okay. Andy Warhol, Panther, Playwrights Theatre, and Antonio Banderas.
What did you learn in that last round of trading?
Getting a bit worried about Penny, you know, off in her own there.
How did you feel about that?
I wasn't that bothered because I think if she'd have, you know, offered to give us some answers, she would have given us the wrong answers again, like she did last time.
Jonathan, your answers, please.
Andy Warhol, calzone, Playwrights, Antonio Banderas.
Thanks very much. Mark, your answers, please.
Andy Warhol, Pintaloni, Playwrights, Antonio Banderas.
Thanks very much.
See you later.
Well, no one managed to give me 4 correct answers in that round. The answer that nobody knew was to the question, Poets' Corner is a feature of which London building? The answer, of course, Westminster Abbey. But no one knew that, which means the £3,000 is still up for grabs. It's time for a tiebreak. Well, I can tell you that nobody has given me 4 correct answers. That means none of you have won any money for that round, but the money does have to go somewhere, so it's time for a tie-break. I'm going to give each of you an opportunity to secretly steal all the money for yourself. If just one of you does this, then that person will steal all £3,000 and the rest of you will get nothing. But if more than one of you decides to steal, they will get nothing, and the money will be divided between those who decided not to steal. Okay?
I think
I'm going to steal. I'm going to steal the money.
Mark, do you want to steal or share the money?
Steal.
Mark's a little terror.
Why did you say that?
Because I wanted to steal, And now I know he has, so I'm going to have to share.
Why do you think he's stolen?
Because he's... Well, I think... Yeah, because he said he would. And...
Right, but as you know by now, what people say and what they do...
But I think if he said that, he wouldn't be banking on more than one person saying steal.
OK. Katie, do you want to steal or share the money?
Share.
Thanks very much.
I expect you're thinking that I'm going to steal, because I've been quite crafty and nasty throughout the game.
Penny, what are you going to do? Steal or share?
I'm going to share.
OK. Terry, do you want to steal or share the money?
I'm going to steal.
OK, Jonathan, do you want to steal or share the money?
I'd like to steal the money.
Thanks very much. OK, thank you. So, because 3 players, that's Terry, Mark and Jonathan, all tried to steal, they've ruled themselves out of a share of the £3,000. Instead, it'll be given to the people who decided not to steal. That's Penny and Katie, giving them £1,500 each. Let's see what that's done to the totals. And Penny is in the lead with £3,000 as we go into the final round of trading. So, you all had the chance to steal the money, and I can tell you that 3 of you tried to take it, and so those 3 people will get nothing. The money's been split between the 2 people who decided not to steal. Okay, this is your last round of trading. It's time for round 3. How many sides does a trapezium have? The name of which dinosaur means fast thief when translated from the Greek? On January the 5th, 2004, who replaced Sarah Cox as host of the Radio 1 breakfast show? And The Canterbury Tales is a book by which author?
I know 3 of them, but I don't know the DJ one.
I definitely have spoken to that person.
Do you want to come with me?
Yeah.
Girls stick together.
OK, then.
Come on, let's just go
Right,
before they start
I know.
wanting to join us.
Can I come with you two?
Which ones do you know?
Yeah,
All of
it's
them
up to
apart
you.
from the dinosaur.
Right.
Yeah, OK, yeah.
Work together then.
What do you know, Terry? The trapezium, what do you think of that one?
I honestly haven't got a clue on any of them. The only one that I really got a good idea is fast thief, which I think would be a pterodactyl because it flies.
Pterodactyl.
See, I actually think it's Diplodocus. It's like diplo, meaning fast.
Definitely
Definitely
not.
not.
Definitely not.
He's the tall one that, like...
No, that's Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No,
Oh,
yeah, I don't.
Diplo. Diplo's fast in Greek.
Yeah. Diplo does mean fast in Greek.
Okay.
If you think of the word diplomat, a diplomat is a person who goes quickly from country to country, like, you know, sticking up. If you're in trouble, diplomats help you out in a foreign country, don't they?
What do you think about the Radio 1 DJ? Is it him, Chris? What's his name?
It's not Chris Evans, it's Johnny and Denise.
Chris Moyles took over the show.
Yeah.
That's the honest answer.
Trapezium, I haven't got a clue. Trap.
What do you think? What do you think? I mean,
I'd say 2, because if you have a trapeze artist, it jumps from 2 hoops.
as good as answer as any.
What about the Canterbury Tales? What do you think?
And I think that's T.S. Eliot.
Do you
Because he
think?
wrote Murder in the Cathedral as well, which is about Canterbury Cathedral. Did you not do that at school? See, I mean, well, without wishing to blow my own trumpet, I do really, really know that one. Again, something we do in English.
I think you stitched these 2 up in the first round.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did have a bit of disagreement, didn't we, about one or two?
Right. Remember, they need to get all 4 correct answers to win a share of the money. Let's call them in. OK, Penny, can I take your answers, please?
4, Velociraptor, Chris Moyles, Geoffrey Chaucer.
What's all this Diplo nonsense that you were banging on about?
Diplo's fast in Greek.
Yeah. Diplo does mean fast in Greek. Rubbish.
Diplodocus was... How would you describe that dinosaur?
Is it the one with the long neck and the little head and the big fat body? I don't know. I don't know much about dinosaurs. It's just... I do actually have quite a good knowledge of, you know, where words come from and a bit of Latin, a bit of Greek, because it's part of my job. But like a diplomat, if you think of the word diplomat, a diplomat is a person who goes quickly from country to country. And I think
Because they move around quickly.
Because they go, doesn't a diplomat go to different countries, like hopping on a plane from one place to the other?
Well, yeah.
Well, if they fall for it, great. If not, I had a bit of a laugh saying it, didn't I?
Do you think they have fallen for it?
No.
And you lied about that, T.S. Eliot.
But then again, if you don't know who wrote the Canterbury Tales, which is sort of the basis for the rest of English literature, then you deserve to really be led up the garden path, don't you? I think she knows who it is.
Do you?
I think, because I think she's studying languages as well, so it's a bit unlikely that she'd be a real duffer at English and not know who wrote the Canterbury Tales.
Can I take your answers, please?
Yeah. 4, Raptor, Chris Moyles, Charles Dickens.
And as a languages student, I'm guessing you're up to speed with English language books?
No.
Oh.
No, I like to read, but I tend to read just mushy stuff that you get free with a magazine. I don't read any great literature works, I'm afraid.
You accused Penny of stitching you up in there.
I think you stitched these two up in the first round.
Do you?
Yeah.
Coming out with Diplodocus fast teeth, a big, huge, slowest dinosaur out of them all, I think it is. Don't trust her.
OK, Mark, can I take your answers, please?
4, Velociraptor, Chris Moyles, T.S. Eliot.
Thanks very much. Oh, Terry. Can I take your answers, please?
2, Pterodactyl, Johnny Vaughan, H.R. Rowling, I think.
Let's just go... What was it, the first one?
Trapezium.
Trapezium.
The only thing we could think of was Trapeze Artist, which was 2.
Right, so trapezium has 2 sides. How would you draw that?
I don't know.
Right. Do you listen to Radio 1?
No.
You read the Canterbury Tales?
No.
It's not looking great for you, is
It's
it?
not,
I don't want to be... I'm not giving anything away here.
I may be able to steal at the end.
How productive was that last training round with Terry?
Well, I thought I'd pick his brains and... It wasn't
Didn't take long,
he's-
did it?
Well, playing a good game.
OK, well, let's see how you get on. Jonathan, can I take your answers, please?
2, Velociraptor, Chris Moyles, Geoffrey Chaucer.
If you had to picture that first shape, what kind of shape would it be?
Well, as soon as trapezium said to me, I think of a triangle.
It's got 3 sides.
Yes. See, that hasn't helped you at all, has it? But no, trapezium, I think, has the 2. It's a weird shape. I went through all the ones: square, hexagon, heptagon, octagon. They just eliminated those, just come back with 2.
OK, Jonathan, thanks very much.
Thank you.
So, there was only one person who gave me all 4 correct answers. That was Penny, and that means she takes all the £3,000 from that round, making her tonight's overall winner with £6,000. Now, don't forget, at this stage, no one has any idea how much money they have. Well, I can tell you in that last round, only one of you gave me 4 correct answers, which means that that person has taken the £3,000 for themselves. OK, now, that was your last chance to win any money. The 3 rounds are over. And I can tell you that just one of you will be going through to the final to play for their cash. With a total of £6,000, that person is Penny. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Surprised?
Yeah. Pleased.
Well done. You've earned the right to play in tonight's final to see how much of that £6,000 you'll actually be taking home.
Great.
OK?
Thanks.
Penny, deep breath. As for me, you've accumulated £6,000.
Yep.
That's what you're playing for. I'm going to ask you 4 more questions. If you can give me 4 correct answers, you'll take all of that home with you.
OK.
Which international football team won the 2004 European Championships? Who devised and starred in the Lord of the Dance stage show? Lady Chatterley's Lover is a 1928 novel by which author? Which Scottish band won the 2004 Mercury Music Award?
OK.
Penny, can I take your answers, please?
I think the 2004 European Championships football was won by Greece. I think it's Michael Flatley who devised Lord of the Dance. Lady Chatterley's Lover was written by D.H. Lawrence. I'm certain of that one. And the Scottish band who won the 2004, I'll say Coldplay, but I don't think they're Scottish.
Well, Penny, you have given me 3 correct answers. OK, but don't worry, all is not lost, because as with the rest of the show, I'm now going to give you the opportunity to try and get the answers you need from your opponents.
OK.
What you must now do is choose someone from in there to help you get the answer you don't know. OK, now whoever you choose will get a share of the winnings, whether they know the answer or not. OK, they've heard everything we've said so far, so I'll now let you speak to them so you can decide who you want to choose.
I've got all their albums. I'll give you the money.
I've got all their albums.
If I get it wrong.
I definitely know the band. I've got all their albums. I went and saw them in concert in Glasgow in February. I can show you the ticket. I can show you the ticket. I saw them in Glasgow in February.
Penny, whose help do you want?
I don't know if he's telling me the truth, but I'm actually going to go for Jonathan.
OK, Jonathan, will you come and join us on the bench, please?
Jamie.
Well, Jonathan, you've made it to the final.
OK.
Eventually. The big question is, can you be any use to Penny?
I think it's the Strokes.
You could be right there.
Strokes.
You could be right. Yeah, we'll go with that answer.
OK.
OK, Jonathan, can I take your answers, please?
Grease, Michael Flatley, D.H. Lawrence and the Strokes.
You have given me 3 correct answers. So I'm going to have to ask you both who you're going to call on for help with that 4th answer.
Penny, trust someone who's a DJ. I DJ at my university. Trust someone who's a DJ. He didn't know the entertainment questions in the first few rounds. I promise you, I'm a DJ. I swear on my life.
I swear on my life.
All of the entertainment answers so far.
I've
known all of the entertainment questions. Entertainment is something I know about 100%.
And the awards.
I swear on my life.
Go on
Definitely Mark. Mark,
Who are you going to go for?
Mark.
OK, Mark, will you join us on the bench, please? So, Mark, can you succeed where others have failed?
I can. Should have picked me first time round.
OK, Mark, can I take your 4 answers, please?
It's Grease, Michael Flatley, D.H. Lawrence, Franz Ferdinand.
You're playing for £2,000 each, and I can tell you, you've given me 4 correct answers. Well done. Congratulations. Well done. Good stuff.
Did you know it?
No.
Didn't you?
No.
Nice one, mate.
Well, join us next time when 5 more contestants will have to beg, borrow or steal from each other to win thousands of pounds. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Time now for our 5 contestants to watch the show and find out what really happened.
I think
Because they move around quickly.
That was the most stupidest story ever. What is a fast thief? A diplodocus. The big, huge, slowest dinosaur out of them all. Penny, she came up with the most stupidest answers, and I was thought, well, if she's come up with answers like that in the other rounds, I don't understand how they could have fallen for her lies.
If they're daft enough to swallow it, well, so be it.
You accused Penny of stitching you up in there.
I don't trust her. She's an English teacher, and there was a literature question more or less in every round.
Just the answer she gave was so unbelievably wrong.
It's a bit unlikely that she'd be a real duffer at English and not know who wrote the Canterbury Tales.
Stupid way to play the game. I hadn't even realised that.
I know it.
I swear on my life.
I swear on my life. I swear on my mum's life. I swear on my boyfriend's life.
I know that. Pick me.
I think there was 2 people who deserved to win the game, myself and Penny. Penny, because she knew the questions and she had the general knowledge to take her through. And I think I deserved it because I played the game the best.